students, welcome to virtual class of OCD. In the last class, we started with Unit 4, that is OD interventions. Under OD interventions, we have discussed about the comprehensive OD interventions. We have different forms of that. The first one is getting the whole system in the room. It means getting all the key people from the each functional areas, like managers of all the functional areas, representatives of the top management, cross section of employees from all the levels, suppliers, customers, and also directors. So getting all the people in a particular place, then the discussion or the meeting will takes place for an action plan which is going to be taken. And the second one is we discussed about the search and the future conferences. Here we discuss how the conferences will help for making a decision or making a plan. I have given the example that I have elaborated that like how the conferences help for the industry and how the conferences help for the education institutions. So we have different phases here. The phase one is environmental approach. It means the conferences we need to search for the how it's going to impact on the world around us and what is the probable future, how the future will be. And the second phase is its analysis on the system. What is the like how we came from, how the industry is doing, history of the system, analysis of the present system, and what is the future. And the phase three is dealing with any constraints and the strategies and action plan. So how they need to work on that. So and also we discussed about the means that's about the conferences. The future search of conferences means here always you need to work on the past, present, and the future. So you need to focus on past. How means you need to take the right things from the past, and also whatever the problems you face, you have learned from that, and you need to make sure that those things will not be repeated again. That's the learning from the past. And the present means the time which goes will never come. So always you have to make it best. So you need to focus on the present. And the business is uncertain. Always you need to look for the future, like how the competitions will come, how the what is the strategies your competitors is making. You need to always work on for the future. So this is a future search conferences task force. You need to focus on past, present, ideal future scenarios, how the future should be, identify the common ground, then you need to work on. Then we started with a BCM. It's a model how the meeting should be, how the complete discussion should be. It's in a complete one-day meeting of an entire management of the organization in which they take a reading of their own organizations. It's a complete day, like all the people from the different departments will be involved here. In a series of activities, the management group generates information about the major problem analyzed under in this meeting, one-day meeting. It will go through the following steps. The first one is climate setting. It means it takes 45 to 60 minutes. Here, just a briefing about the meeting. Second step, information collection. It goes for 1 hour. There, 7 to 8 member the team means all the people from the different departments, and then information sharing. Once the information collection is over, then the share means the reporters from the each small groups which are they made in the previous the information collection. They're going to share the reports to the complete findings and what is to be action to be taken. Till here last class we discussed, and today we'll start with a priority setting and the goal action plan. So the first level is for meeting. Create the first level is for just create a climate setting. How the people needs to be just adjusted for the meeting environment. Then the information collection. Then the information sharing. Once we collected all the information and it is shared with all the people in the group, then the next step we need to keep the priorities. We need to identify which is to be taken on the priority basis. This step the follows a break during any time. There's items the list to duplicate distribution to the everyone. It means so different people they're sitting and they're finding out the problem. So once you collect everything, just remove the duplicate. Just you need to find the unique ones. In a 15-minute general session, the meeting leader goes to the list of the items and the groups are asked to do the three tasks. So here just priority setting means so in a team, in a meeting, like maybe like they're divided based on the 7 to 8 people from the different combination of different functional areas. They come up with then different problems. So after coming that, so you need to identify the unique ones, because same problem might be come with the 2 to 3 teams. The first, they are to identify the problems they think should be on the priority issues. So first you need to give the priority ones based on the nature, based on the implications. If we delay that, what is the problems, what is the impact on the organization, or you need to identify that, so it can be postponed or not. So you need to give the, based on the sensitivity and based on the nature of that problem, you can give the ratings. So the priority one to be taken first, identified first. For example, there's a conflict between the employees. So if you're not solving those kinds of problems, so it's keep on increasing, keep on increasing. There's a miscommunication or misunderstandings. There's a problem between the boss and the employee. Day by day, it's keep on increasing. You need to work on that to resolve that. So you need to give the priority. If there's anything more priority than that, you need to give the preference to that. In the second stage, the first phase, you need to identify the priority issues. Second, you need to find the solution for that problems. Whatever the priority issues you identified, you need to work on to find the solution for that. In the third stage, they have to determine how they will communicate the results of the confrontation meeting to the subordinate. It means once you're finding the solution, you need to communicate to the entire team, entire meeting, that so how are we going to solve this. So based on the priority you given, so you will be working on the I priority first. You will finding the solution for that, and you will conveying that your solution to the entire meeting. And this activity completes the confrontation meeting for all the managers expect from the top management. It means all the middle level managers, they will, means before going to the top level, they are all like collect and they will solutions and they will brainstorm. They do the brainstorming session if anything needs to be added, or they'll work on that. So this is about priority setting and goal action plan. And the next, the immediate follow up by the top man. So it takes 1 to 3 hours. The top management team is the rest of the participants and left to plan, because earlier on the morning first session 45 minutes, what they did, they came and they given the instructions and they provided the guidelines and other things to the all the team members, and they left. After that, they made a the team all the employees, they made team themselves with the functional areas, different functional areas. Then they collected information, then they worked on the prioritize. So next, the top level management will come and they'll do the immediate follow up. Yeah, what action to be taken, because their priority basis, they worked on the what is the priority and what is the action to be taken based on what they have learned during the day. These follow-up action plans are communicated to the rest of the management group within several days. Yeah, the BCG model, it's work in a 5 different phases. Sorry, 7 different phases. The first one is climate setting. Second, information collecting. Third, information sharing. Then the priority setting and the goal action. Then the immediate follow-up. After immediate follow-up by the management, then the progressive review. Like whatever you discuss in the that day meeting, the complete day meeting, what is the solutions or what is the outcome of the meeting you say, so you'll go and implement in your organization. So after 4 to 6 weeks, and 4 to 6 weeks later the report progress, it means once after that meeting date, so after 4 to 5 they will review the progress. So earlier, this is the problems we identified, are we able to solve the problem or not, and to review that action resulting from the conference. Means always you need to work, this is the decisions we taken in the meeting. So as the arise problem is solved or not, you go and work on that. In the next, in the next strategic management activities. So as of now, we completed with three. One is getting old system into room, search and future conferences, BCD. And the next one is strategic management activities. The strategic management activity, it means always they're working on the plan. So how the organization to be means the future, they always work on the making strategies and the plan. The activities involved in the development and the implementation of overall organization strategies for relating to its current and future environmental demands. This concept is described by Scandal and Rufus. So they have given the 6 different tasks under this. The first one is goal formulation. So every organization, they'll fix the strategic plans like the mission, purpose, vision, objectives, everything. They means the formulation of goal, why they wanted to work on that, why the change is needed, why the organization development is needed, and how the organization to be developed, OD, how it should be developed. So based on that need only, they're going to implement the interventions where all the changes is required. The first stage is goal formulation. The second one is environmental analysis. It means SWOT, strength, weakness, and opportunity threat analysis. They'll analyze the situation. What is their strengths? What is their weakness? You can take an example. The SWOT analysis. Just I will take the current scenario. What is this? The ongoing the COVID outbreak. For every corner of the world, it's an opportunity. Yes, it's the COVID-19. It's creating a major damages in all the sector. The stock market has been completely crashed. It is affected the banking operations. The manufacturing process is completely halt. The research activities are out, but research only they're going on. They're finding out the solution for this COVID-19. Production, marketing, because each and every aspect, each and every activity is an art. So it's in a like complete damage to that. But how it will become opportunity means, so in a lifetime, like no one has were there in this, like no one has faced this kinds of scenario earlier. The government, the management, the employees, it's an opportunity to all that, how to manage a situation and how to overcome. If they're able to fight in this situation, they can they can become strong, and they can fight the problems which are arising in the future. Earlier we have seen that like if 1 or 2 days strikes or it's happened, so the people will be so much of struggling because they're not getting the essential things. But we can see now, like almost for today's almost 25 days of lockdown, but the people will still be able to manage it. Earlier, if the weekend comes, everyone wants to go to the mall or the complexes, other things for the shopping malls and other things for movies and for just enjoyment. Now the people, they able to know that what is the need. Even it's an opportunity for the even education, for education institutions also. Before this lockdown, we are all stick to the like physical method of teaching, the normal regular teaching, board, chalk and board. But at least now it's given this COVID-19 outbreak, it's given an opportunity to us to at least try, because we are trying in a different modes of teaching now. Earlier this we never tried all these things. Okay, if you just compare the first class to now, at least we are, at least some part we are at least improved. Means from the like almost from the decade, from the 10 years is telling that the education system is going to change from the regular to the virtual classroom, the online method of teaching will come. But we are not taken it serious and we are not tried that one. But now, so it became mandatory. It became mandatory means it's a need of the hour. So that's why we call this is an opportunity to the all the sectors, including education also. Even For students, it's an opportunity to like try the different modes, explore the different technology. Earlier you are addicted to the like only classroom teaching. Now at least you can listen various, and now it will become like in next, for your next future, means post graduation, other things, you can usually use this mode of learning. You will get an n number of videos on the different concept, what is the concept you wanted to learn. So you can easily adopt the self learning practices. Definitely it will become an add-on to you, like now you are not finding the how it is different for, but definitely in future you'll get the benefit from this virtual classes. Not of the concept we thought here, but the mode. For example, we are sending the videos to you, at least you will get addicted, at least you will be addicted, or like you had practice of seeing the videos. So later after this completion of your BBA, you might be going for MBA or like whatever the you want, like. So in that cases, in that scenario, you'll go and like explore this self learning. Okay. So environmental, so everywhere the even the management, the company, they will analyze the squad. So before starting this virtual class also, we analyze this, what is the strengths we have, what is the weakness, what is the opportunity, and what is that we analyze it, what is the available opportunity. So that's how even the organization also, they have to work on that before making the plans. They have to analyze this SWOT analysis. They have to know the strength, they know the weakness, and they have to encash the opportunities. They have to work it. After doing the SWOT analysis, they need to work on the strategy formulation. It should help to meet the mission and the purpose. And then strategy evaluation, you need to evaluate. It means what is the goal formulation you did, so you go and evaluate that, are we working, are we moving towards that. Next, strategy implementation. So whatever you formulate here, you go and implement the strategy which are formulated here. After evaluating, if it is going towards like positive sign, you go and implement that. Then you go and complete control that. Means the plans whatever you made, you go and control that. And the next concept is stream analysis. It is developed by Jerry. So we can, this is a value, it is a valuable model for thinking about the change and managing change. This model will help you to like how the change and how like before thinking how we can manage the change. The stream analysis is a system for graphical displaying the problems of an organization, and you can examine how it is interconnected between the department, or how it is interconnected between the problems. Interconnecting the problem is, for example, there is no proper coordination and the quality, or you are not able to meet the timeline. Yes, these two will interconnect it, because if the employees have proper coordination, they're able to work efficiently, they're able to work on, means they're able to meet the deadlines easily. They're not meet the deadline is the one problem, and the coordination is the other problem. This will be interconnected. If they have the proper coordination, they're able to reach the time, because like helping and, or like maybe the problem which faces with problem A, the person B might have know the solution for that. If they have the proper coordination, at least he might have explained, or he might have solved by his experience. And you need to identify the core problems. As I told, like example, the problem interconnection between the coordination and the timing. If you increase that, if you made that people at least the better coordination, if you, the team is effective, automatically the deadlines will meet that. So you have to identify what is the core element, and the graphically tracking the corrective actions taken to solve the problems. In the stream analysis, it's work in a 4-class model. First one is organization arrangements. You need to check on how the goals, structure, and the policies. What are the goals or the visions or the missions of the organization? What is the structure? It means you have framed some organization structures and the policies. For example, if any problem you arises, for example, the management kept the goal for at least achieving the targets, or like they wanted to reach some level, or they have the plan that they wanted to expand their business. If any problems arise the ground level, you need to go as per the like structural. For example, you need to report to the supervisor, supervisor to the manager, manager top level. Means the organization structure is there, you need to follow. There are functional department as some policies is there, they'll make the some policies, you need to arrange it. Means always you need to make that, so it should be connected. For example, if any problem is faced with the one department, if it is if you're making a change on that, how it is impacted to the other department. So after analyzing that interconnections between the department or interconnection between the process, you need to formulate the goal, structure, and policies. And the next one, social factors. You need to keep a note on cultural, management style, interaction process. Sometimes due to cultural barriers, due to culture only, because like we have the multi uh, diversified, everywhere you can see the diversity people. It means the people from the different culture, the people from the different places. Definitely there is an imbalance between that. You need to work on that, how it will be solved. Then the technology, tools, equipment, job design, technical system. Whenever you're implementing changes, you need to check on that. So is there impacting, is there connecting to the any other department or any other process? For example, they're introducing the new technology or the new machinery. It is impacting to the HR also. The reason is, for example, if you're implementing the new technology or new machinery, means the new employees are which are coming, they should aware about the technology, or you should train them. The HR people, they have to make the arrangement of that. The HR recruiter, they should know the what is the basic skills required to handle this, how they need to make the arrangements of giving the trainings. It means this is a like, for example, means interconnection. Introducing the new machinery, it will impact the HR process also, because the skill set which you required for the new job, it may change, or else sometimes you need to arrange in a training for that, like they need to make in a proper arrangement. Then physical setting, space configuration, physical ambience, interior design. So these all the things you need to work. The next one is survey feedback. Already we discussed in the OD techniques, where the data which are collected about the system and the so whatever the data we collected, we again like feeding in the system for individuals and the group separately. After analyzing that, the analyzing should be done by the managers. So we discussed the survey feedback step completely. In this step, this is the most efficient technique in the OD, because here the people from the all the different level will be involved. We are taking the feedback from the employees, the managers are doing the analysis. Once you draw the conclusion, so you're going to the top level management to review that and take the further actions. Some of the cases, the survey process, you can start with a consultant or the third party. They will do the like the survey process. Maybe they can go within a the data which I collect, like you can go within directly observation through that you can collect, or through questionnaire you can collect. For data collection, we have two methods. One is primary and secondary. Secondary means already available report, means the consultants will do this process. Already available reports, you will take the data, and through survey or the observation you will collect the other data. A well designed survey helps the organization members to develop and valid models of how organization work, and also provide the feedback about the process. And the next, the real-time strategies. It means combination of such conferences and the strategic management activities. The real-time strategy means in conferences, in search of conferences, you will get to know that what is the recent trends is going on. And from the strategic management activities, you know that how you need to tackle the situation, how you need to work on the situation. So it's taken with the 3 days meeting in an organization. This real-time strategic change, this process takes place in a 3 days meeting in an organization, simultaneously planning implementation of an individual group and organization change. So everything you will prepare a complete model that in this process, strategic, real-time strategic change. So we have discussed, means we are covered with last class we are completed with getting the old system in a room and the search and future conferences. Today we continue with the BCG and strategic management implementation is done. Real-time strategy change, and we are done within a stream analysis, and we are done within a survey feedback. In the next classes, I'll continue with the grid organization change. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can directly get back to me.